Chosen one, stop scrolling immediately. I need your full and undivided attention right now. You did not find this message by accident because heaven intercepted your feed today. And while you were sleeping 3 nights ago, the Father spoke a profound secret over your life. He saw you crying in the dark. He saw you trying to fix everything. I am not suggesting, I am warning you. The enemy is working overtime against your destiny this week. He wants you to keep running until you collapse into complete exhaustion. But a massive shift is happening in your timeline within the next 72 hours. You must stay until the very last second of this message because a sacred tool is being delivered to you. If this resonates with your spirit, type AMEN or 777 in the comments below right now. Do it as a physical sign of your spiritual agreement with heaven. Do not let your mind wander during these critical moments. You are an exhausted watchman, and your season of silent suffering is officially coming to a close today. Let us talk about that quiet heaviness in your chest. You feel tired in your very bones, and sleep cannot seem to fix it. You wake up every morning with a subtle anxiety before you even open your eyes. The world tells you that you are just stressed or overthinking. But heaven says, your soul is simply exhausted from fighting battles in the unseen realm. You have spent years acting as the universal problem solver for everyone around you. You carry the burdens of your family, your friends, and even strangers. When they break, you rush to fix them. When they lack, you pour out your own oil to fill their lamps. But when you look around, you realize you are standing entirely alone in the wilderness. Lately, the isolation has become almost unbearable. People you loved have suddenly distanced themselves without any clear explanation. Every financial door you try to open seems to slam shut in your face. You feel like a failure, and you ask God why He has forgotten your prayers. But your isolation is actually a divine insulation from low frequencies. You are a generational cycle breaker, and that means you carry a heavy spiritual mantle. The enemy knows the magnitude of your calling, so he attacks your mind with heavy confusion. He wants you to believe that your stagnation is a permanent punishment. But God says your wilderness is a hidden sanctuary of absolute preparation for unprecedented elevation. The voice of the world tells you to push harder. It says you must hustle, grind, and find a way to manipulate your circumstances. So you spend your nights tossing and turning while trying to build a human solution for a spiritual problem. You are running on empty, yet you refuse to stop. Heaven is screaming at you to drop your weapons right now. The Master says stand still and watch what he does when you finally stop trying to fix it. Your constant striving is actually blocking the supernatural flow of your breakthrough. You must realize that your human hands are too small to carry the weight of your destiny. When you choose to do nothing in the physical realm, you activate the divine armies of heaven. Your quiet exhaustion is not a sign of weakness, but it is a proof of your intense spiritual discernment. Your nervous system is constantly hyperactive because you are absorbing the tension of your environment. You can enter a room and instantly read the hidden motives of every soul inside. People call you oversensitive, but God calls it an anointing. Before we look into the deep root cause of this stagnation, I must share a transparent truth. I am naming this early. I refuse to build mystery just to sell a solution at the end of this video. Some of you are already feeling a profound spiritual pull toward freedom. So let me give you the door immediately. There is a physical restoration tool that exists for exactly the kind of deep weariness your soul is carrying. Dr. Robert Lake spent 34 years researching neural plastic pathways, and he compressed his discovery into a 7-minute audio track called the Genius Song. This protocol uses brain entrainment to reactivate your original, God-given gamma frequency. This technology is measured and verified by multiple neuroscientific labs at Princeton University. If your spirit recognizes this as the key you prayed for, you do not have to wait until the end. The verified link is available right now in the description and the first pinned comment below. But do not rush, because staying for the full message will reveal the hidden blueprint. For those who are staying to understand the full architecture of truth, let us move forward. The enemy has been feeding you a major lie about your stillness, and it is time to expose it. Lock your attention on my voice as we enter the hidden blueprint of your restoration. Your season of running on empty ends right now. But let me reframe your reality right now, because you have been reading the signs backwards all this time. The world told you that your stagnation was a heavy curse. It told you that your isolation was a failure of your personality. But here is the profound truth most people miss entirely. Your current season of absolute silence is not a cosmic punishment. It is a calculated strategy from the Most High to insulate your pure frequency. You must understand the spiritual physics of your stillness. When you refuse to operate in your own human strength, you strip the enemy of his target completely from this day. He thrives on your panic and your endless frantic motion. He wants you to spend your days in ceaseless earthly labor. Because as long as you are busy fighting with muscle power, you cannot access your divine inheritance from above. Your total restraint is actually a lethal weapon against the darkness. The enemy knows exactly how to handle your anger and your frantic actions, but he becomes completely paralyzed when a chosen one decides to stand still. Your absolute quietness signals to the unseen realm that you trust the Father completely. It shows that you have surrendered your battle to the heavenly armies because you know the victory is already secure. Think about the ancient patterns written in the sacred scrolls. King David did not defeat his giant adversary by relying on heavy traditional armor. He did not win by exhausting his body in endless physical training. He won because he chose to remain in perfect alignment with a higher command. His internal authority was absolute, while he stood calmly on that bloody field because he trusted the Father completely. Your years of deep isolation were not wasted moments in the desert. Heaven intentionally hid you to protect your inner architecture from toxic noise. You had to be separated from people who only understood the dirt. You had to learn that your gentleness was never a ceiling. Your quiet endurance was actually the foundation of your future dominion, because the Father was testing your soul. Let us pause for a critical moment in this room. Hit the like button right now, not for the sake of this channel. Do it so this exact prophetic message can find another exhausted soul who is currently struggling in the dark. Share this broadcast with someone who is currently running on empty. When you extend this genuine grace to the remnant, you send a powerful signal of alignment to the universe. This brings us to a profound secret regarding your nervous system. Dr. Robert Lake did not just discover a single audio tool during his long career. He realized that your restoration happens in a precise sequence of protocols. Today will only reveal the very first piece of his massive body of work because your brain needs stabilization first. His extensive research actually led to the creation of an entire ecosystem. Long before he finalized his daily frequency tools, he established a foundation known in his labs as the youthful brain. This initial protocol stabilized your neural architecture before deeper activations took place. Every true restoration must begin at the same universal starting point. You cannot skip ahead. You see, your original genius was systematically suppressed when you were a child. The scientists in those elite universities call this phenomenon the decline effect. It is a biological shutting down of your super brainwave, and it usually occurs around the age of 7. The modern world forces your system to operate constantly in a state of high tension, and this heavy frequency permanently locks away your original power. When your original frequency is muted, your entire reality becomes heavy. You experience a constant cloud over your thoughts, and your decision-making feels slow. Every mechanical effort you make produces only tiny results. You feel like a giant who is forced to live in a tiny cage. But heaven did not design you to spend your life crawling through the dust of limitation because you were born to rule. The enemy wants to keep your super brainwave asleep because he fears your true identity. He knows that when your thoughts are clear, your prayers carry absolute authority. So, he deliberately surrounds you with toxic relationships and false connections. They act as constant energy drains to keep your nervous system trapped in survival mode all day long. But the illusion of your entrapment is shattering into pieces right now. The Father is calling you to enter a state of holy rest. This is not laziness, but it is an act of supreme obedience. When you step back from the physical scramble, you allow the divine flow to take over your life completely. Your financial alignment cannot be achieved through human panic. The cycle breaker does not beg. Listen carefully, because this next part is going to reach places deep inside your soul. We are about to expose the hidden blocker in your life. You have been treating your preparation as a lifelong punishment. But the period of your hidden isolation is officially coming to an end. Prepare your spirit to confront the final truth about your power, because everything in your reality is about to change. Now here is where it goes deeper. This is the part no one wants to say out loud. You are not stuck because the enemy is too powerful for your spirit. You carry a hidden contract of self-sabotage. You have agreed to remain small in the dark. And every time you try to step into your divine authority, you allow the familiar guilt of your past to pull you back into the dust. Let us look at the mirror of truth today. You try to be the savior of everyone except yourself. You try to mend every broken relationship in your family. You absorb their toxic poverty. You ingest their endless drama, because you unconsciously feel that you are only valuable when you are bleeding for the sake of people who refuse to change their own frequency. Heaven did not call you to play the role of God in their lives. Your desperate desire to fix things is actually a manifestation of your human pride. You think that your fleshly effort can bypass the divine timeline of correction. When you jump in to save them, you are interfering with their necessary wilderness. While you exhaust your own sacred energy trying to open doors that heaven has intentionally locked, you lose the very focus required for your own assignment. Your true destiny cannot unfold in a room filled with earthly noise and codependency. There is an ultimate dimension of purpose waiting for your life. The ancient prophets called this final stage of alignment destiny's embrace. But you can never step into that sacred weight of glory while your hands are still full of other people's garbage. The Father is waiting for you to surrender the illusion of control. Your spiritual evolution requires a completely clean vessel. When you finally choose to bangzong, something supernatural happens inside your brain. Your neural architecture shifts away from the chaotic stress patterns of everyday survival. Your mind stops generating the heavy beta signals of panic. Your system opens the pathway for the super brainwave. While the world scrambles in endless physical commotion to secure their basic needs, the static watchman activates his divine authority through perfect internal stillness. Every day you fight in the flesh delays your inheritance. You are paying a massive cost for your stubbornness. Your relationships remain fractured. Your finances stay completely frozen. You think you are waiting on God, but God is actually waiting on you to stay completely still. Because as long as you are actively trying to manipulate the pieces of your broken reality, you are telling heaven that you do not need its miraculous intervention. Let us strip away the comfortable lies right now. You are not a victim of bad luck or an exceptionally cruel enemy. You have become a volunteer for your own oppression. You are addicted to the validation of being a martyr. You want everyone to see how much you suffer for them. You want heaven to pity your exhaustion. If you want to break the generational curse of poverty and trauma, you must stop using your pain as an excuse to avoid your true spiritual dominion. Hear this truth with your entire soul. The people you are trying to fix are part of your distraction. The enemy planted those perpetual crises in your life because he wants to keep you from sitting in the quiet room. He wants your mind to be noisy. He wants your nervous system to remain totally fried. He knows that when you finally enter perfect stillness, you become completely dangerous to his entire kingdom. Take a deep breath right now. Let the heavy armor fall to the floor. You do not have to carry the weight of the world anymore. The watchman is finally allowed to rest. The Father is stepping into the ring. His victory over your enemies will be absolute and final. While your mind stops racing with frantic human schemes, a deep sense of supernatural clarity will begin to settle over your entire being, like a refreshing morning dew. Let us summarize exactly what is happening to you today. This is the core truth you must integrate. Your mind has been operating in a state of high stress for many decades. This chronic tension has systematically turned off your highest neural potential. You cannot fix your external life with a damaged internal tool. And the only way to restore your original capability is to step out of the physical hustle and provide your brain with the exact signals of safety that it needs to rebuild. The why is simple. God built your brain to operate on a higher wavelength. The what is direct. Your super brainwave has been suppressed by modern survival. The who is clear. This message is for the chosen ones who need an immediate neurological reset. You cannot solve this block with more information because your nervous system is already completely overloaded with the weight of the wilderness. You do not need another complex philosophy to clear the cloud over your thoughts. You simply need a physical anchor to lock your spirit into the correct frequency. The season of waiting for a random miracle is officially over. Before you step into tomorrow, Heaven has already prepared the exact physical instrument that will bridge the gap between your prayers and your physical manifestation. Remember over 20 minutes ago when I first named the sacred key to your restoration. Now it is time to walk through what this technology does for your life. As a chosen one, you carried a massive amount of the divine wavelength during childhood, but modern life systematically turned off your original genius. The educators call this biological shutdown the decline effect. Consider the experience of a 47-year-old manager from a corporation. She listened to this specific restoration track for 18 days without feeling any shifts. But on day 34, she woke up with an unshakable internal clarity. Her nervous system finally integrated the new baseline. Dr. Robert Lake spent 34 years documenting this precise neurological acceleration. His peer-reviewed research is heavily backed by elite institutions like Princeton University. Traditional meditation requires your damaged brain to fix itself from the inside. But this audio track uses targeted brain entrainment to recalibrate your frequency from the outside, and this solid scientific reality is already verified by over 18,000 users worldwide. Less than 4% requested a refund. This means over 96% successfully preserved their baseline. I know that investing $39 is a significant decision for your family right now, and I would never disrespect your current situation in the wilderness. But you must realize that this entry point is an accessible invitation. Dr. Lake designed a sequence of restoration phases with different prices. Some phases require physical materials shipped, while others use digital streams, but this variance is never a quality hierarchy because every phase serves a distinct purpose. He wants every chosen one to receive the tool without stress. Think about a standard mindfulness course that easily costs $200. A weekend spiritual retreat can easily consume $800 of your budget, but none of those traditional options target your specific super brainwave directly from the source. Let me tell you the full story of what this tool does. Today, you can receive the Genius Song for exactly $39. This unique investment for the Genius Song includes 4 premium bonuses with a total value of $80 completely free. This package contains a specialized track for children and a practical guide on abundance. Dr. Lake offers a 90 days guarantee, and you can still keep all 4 bonuses if you request a refund. This unique trial minimizes your financial risk to 0 today. Every day your super brainwave remains dormant is a day you choose to live far below your divine capability. Your frozen finances and your fractured relationships are the continuous hidden cost of your daily delay in the wilderness. Your future self is looking back at this specific moment of decision, and that version of you is begging your spirit to make the right choice right now. Heaven will not wait for you to feel completely ready before it releases the miracle. Do not let the enemy convince you to pause your evolution today. Please listen carefully, because I need to protect your spirit from dangerous traps. There is a massive army of imitation products online using this sacred name. Those fake audio tracks contain 0 embedded frequencies without real engineering. The only authentic source with the verified protocol is left for you below. You can access the genius song by clicking the link in the first line of the description. It is also placed at exactly 3 fixed places in the pinned comment section below. When you complete your order, the next page may look like another offer. It is simply the second door that Dr. Lake created for your long journey. When the next phase reveals itself to your spirit, you will recognize it instantly. The language will feel completely familiar because it matches your inner architecture. To listen correctly, put on stereo headphones and sit upright with your eyes closed for 7 quiet minutes every morning. Maximum once per day is the absolute rule. Place your hand over your heart right now and speak these words with me. I declare that my season of striving in the physical realm is officially over. I release the need to fix everyone around me. I choose to stand still in the presence of the Most High. I claim the immediate restoration of my divine inheritance today. Type Amen in the comment section below to seal this covenant into your reality. Subscribe to this channel immediately so you do not miss the next prophetic instruction. Hit the like button to help this frequency reach the entire remnant. Walk forward with confidence, because the armies of heaven are fighting for you. May the absolute peace of the Father guard your soul forever as you step into your accelerated fulfillment. You are no longer a helpless victim walking through a wilderness. You are a celestial warrior who has finally recovered her original heavenly authority. Walk in your true dominion from this day forward.